and welcome back to Sundays in the Garden. If you're new here, my name is Sarah, and on this channel I share all of the things I'm getting up to in my English cottage style garden and allotment area. If you're new, I would really love for you to subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything that's happening in the rest of 2024 and beyond. It's been a really busy few weeks here, but I'm back today with just a short video with my top garden jobs for the month of July. Job number 1 is to remove suckers from the base of trees. If, like me, you have any trees such as this laurel here, which have started to send up suckers from the base, then July is a great month to be removing these. Left untrimmed, at best they can look unsightly or stifle the plant you have already, or at worst you can end up with a whole another plant that you don't want. So it's really best to trim these back and keep them in check. When removing the suckers, try to get as close to the base of the tree as possible to prevent any more from reshooting again from the same area. And whilst that's all done now, it has left a bare patch with just some old leaves and this poor fern underneath which is falling over. So one job leads to another, and I'm going to clear a few of these leaves and support the fern. Job number 2 is to keep roses disease-free. Roses can be very prone to disease, particularly black spot, and in particularly wet weather like we've been having this year, it can be even more rife, so make sure you keep on top of it. I have this beautiful rose here which is starting to bud for the second time, but down at the base of the rose there is some black spot which needs clearing. Down here I'm just going to remove the leaves and put them straight into my brown garden bin. If I let any fall to the floor, then the disease can actually seep into the soil. It can even overwinter there and affect the plant again next year. So make sure that none of the diseased leaves fall to the floor and you dispose of them in your garden waste. By doing this, these beautiful new leaves will hopefully be disease-free for the rest of the summer. Job number 3 is pot on your perennials and biennials. If, like me, you have any perennials or biennials like these foxgloves here, they may well be outgrowing their seed trays now and need potting on. This one here has got really large, so I'm popping all of these into their own individual pots, and I will leave them in the greenhouse to grow on for another month or two, and then they will go out into the garden at the end of summer or early autumn. Job number 4 is provide water for garden birds. Although it has been very wet this month still in the UK, July and August are traditionally the warmest months in the UK and have the least rainfall. So it's really important to make sure you provide a water source for your garden birds to both drink and to bathe in so they can remain cool throughout the summer months. And make sure you keep an eye on these and top them up regularly. Job number 5 is to feed your crops and flowers. If you haven't seen much already, then July and August are the months when your plants and crops really start to bear fruit. But this makes them extremely hungry, and most crops and flowers can benefit from a feed once a week. I'm feeding my tomatoes, my aubergines, my courgettes, my pumpkins and my beans, and my dahlias too. And it's already really starting to pay off as I'm seeing some beautiful new healthy growth on all of these plants, and my courgettes are starting to produce some wonderful fruit. Job number 6 is get more dahlia blooms. If, like me, you're growing lots of dahlias this year, then I'm sure you have dahlias in many different states of growth. These ones back here are really well established as I had these tubers last year, but the ones at the front here are much smaller, and these ones can really benefit from a bit of extra help. Taking this one at the front here, you can see it's still growing from just one stem. It is going up by several leaf nodes and is coming up to a bud at the top. But to produce more than just this one flower, I'm going to pinch this out just below a leaf node, and it should produce me some additional stems. If you take a look over here at this Cafe au lait variety, I have already pinched this one out a few weeks ago, and you can see it has produced 2 beautiful new stems, and some more flowers will be coming at the top here. So I'm just going to take some secateurs and cut the top of the plant just above a leaf node. This can feel brutal at the time, but I promise it's worth it, and you'll have some beautiful blooms in a few weeks' time. Job number 7 is to keep those sweet peas blooming. Sweet peas are an absolute staple of the summer garden. They are beautiful, they smell amazing, and I absolutely love them, so we want sweet peas as long as possible. The first thing we can do is to cut off these tendrils. By removing the tendrils, it ensures the plant puts its energy into making more beautiful flowers. And speaking of flowers, make sure you cut your flowers regularly. The more you cut, the more they'll bloom. Job number 8 is tomato care and maintenance. There are a number of things we can be doing now to ensure the best crop possible. One is to remove the tops of the plants to prevent any more upward growth and promote energy down into the fruits that we want to harvest. So here you can see these tops are getting very, very tall, so it'd be worth just pinching these out so the energy goes back down into the fruits. You also need to be on the lookout for any suckers like this one here, growing at a 45-degree angle out from the main stem. We don't want energy going in this direction, so we remove these suckers to again promote energy in the direction of the fruit. Here I am removing the top of the plant and the suckers, and hopefully a wonderful tomato crop is incoming. Job number 9, cut back your Centura cornflowers for more flowers. If, like me, your flowers are looking decidedly worse for wear, you may notice that at the base there is some beautiful new growth. Simply cut back the old stems, and in a few weeks' time you'll have some beautiful new flowers to enjoy in the garden. Job number 10 is succession sowing. Don't forget there are still things you can be sowing this month to enjoy in the next few months. Things such as radishes and spring onions and lettuce are all really fast growing. You can be enjoying these in your salads for many months to come. Job number 11 is to cut flowers to enjoy in the house. Things can often get so busy we forget to enjoy all of our hard work, so I think it's really important to cut some flowers and bring them inside to enjoy over the summer months. I'm collecting a selection of flowers here, including sweet peas, daisies, loosestrife, meadowsweet and lavender, to create a lovely little bouquet to enjoy on my kitchen windowsill. As I look at it each morning, I know it will be a wonderful reminder of how much hard work I've put into the garden this year and how much beauty it has to offer. I would encourage everyone to do the same. It really is magic. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again next time with my garden tour for July.